good friend Erica here with me today.
Hello.
Cheers. Cheers. So we're going to be starting some wind down Wednesdays for you guys. Middle of the week, work weeks might have been stressful. Kids, family, friends, whoever's in your life that's freaking you out. Food and wine and friends are the way to go to kind of wind you down. But we're going to keep this healthy, okay? Hold on. Keep it healthy while we're cooking our foods, because I want to be able to teach you that you can still have your life, still have your fun, while keeping things healthy, clean, and happy, obviously. So today, what we're going to be cooking is a shrimp scampi, but instead of using a pasta, we're going to be using a good old spaghetti squash, okay? So Erica's going to be helping us out. Can't cook alone on wind down Wednesday. First class, I promise. Can't cook alone on wind down Wednesdays, guys, alright? So we'll get started. Good thing you'll know too is that you don't always have to know what you're going into when you're cooking food. So I've never cooked with a spaghetti squash before. Erica has, so she's gonna help. And this is my first time healthifying the shrimp scampi dish. So we're just kind of gonna wing it on, wind down Wednesday. You gotta drink every time you say it. And we'll take it from there, guys. Cross fingers it turns out good. If it's not good, I promise I will be honest at the end, and we'll figure out a way to tweak it. So let's get going. First things first, fill up the booze. I went to Trader Joe's today and it was the best thing of my entire life. So nice and fresh seafood blend here. We've got some shrimp, calamari, and scallops. The thing we're going to be using is our spaghetti squash, obviously. Some fresh basil, garlic, tomatoes. I have onions just chopped already for my meal prep, and then some spinach. Alright guys, so Erica's going to tell you about how we're going to cook the spaghetti squash. I'm learning too. We'll have a good time.
So the spaghetti squash is pretty easy. If you've ever made squash before, you'll know how to do this. What you do is you take the stem off first.
Big knife.
Big knife. Get it. Okay.
So work out in itself.
And then what you're going to do is cut it in half. Now, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes you're going to put the cup. Nice.
Hey-o.
Okay. So then once you get it cut in half, you're going to take a spoon and you're going to take the seeds out. Yuck. So all you're doing is getting those seeds out.
That's crazy. That's really going to make pasta?
Yeah. Doesn't look like it, but it will. Same thing with this one. That's it.
Yeah.
So after you've scooped everything, you're going to take the two halves. You're going to put it in a baking dish. Like so. Make sure your oven is preheated to 400 degrees. And then you will slide this into the oven.
Hey-o.
Easy.
So, cheers to spaghetti squash, and on to your actual shrimp scampi part, right? Alright, next we have one lemon we're going to squeeze into, so I'm just going to cut it in half, or try to cut it in half. Squeeze it all in. I like to take my knife and put it in, kind of ring it around. It's going to give you a little bit more bang for your buck. Alright guys, next seasoning that we're going to do is, I'm using basil. Lots of shrimp scampi recipes will call for parsley, but I like fresh grown herbs, and I have basil and parsley right now, so I'm improvising. So learn that you don't always have to follow the recipe. Do what's good for you, convenient. Don't make it so hard on yourself, okay? do some ground black pepper. Alright, now the last seasoning we're going to do is just a dry wine. I just did about a half. I literally just went to my fridge, saw what was there. We got some cupcake Pinot. There's a little bit left, so thank you wine down Wednesday. So remix that up. It's a nice marinade for it. Erica's over here being all quiet.
Hi.
She said hi.
I'm supervising.
Alright, so we're gonna let that sit for a while We're gonna let that sit for a while and have a little girl's time while we wait for our food to prep. Alright guys, see y'all after some red wine. It's good. Alright guys, so our squash spaghetti just went off. And we've been sitting around chatting about what we need to wind down on our Wednesday about. So, cheers to that. But we are happy it's October and we're super stoked that y'all are here with us for our first wind down Wednesday. So, that's always a plus. Next, what we're going to do is start with our shrimp scampi. So, go ahead and grab your shrimp and join us for that. Alright guys, so what we're going to be doing is I have 2 skillets prepared. One is going to be for our scampi mixture, and the other is going to be what we're going to saute some of our vegetables in. So I have a cup plus of tomatoes, half a cup of onions, don't let these make you cry, 2.5 cups of fresh baby spinach. So we're just gonna add this to the skillet. I'm just gonna spray it with some EVOO, and we'll just kind of let it saute over a medium heat. All right guys? All right guys, so what we have is, either one of us has our wine. Party foul. Keep it in the picture at all times. So we have 2 large skillets, 1, 2. We're going to add our shrimp scampi to one, just the whole mixture. Go ahead.
We're on medium heat.
Just pouring that sucker in, so it's gonna be beautiful. And then you can just kind of stir it up. Get it nice and even. Alright, then I'm going to add the spinach. This will cook down a lot, alright, so don't freak out. Let the simmer and steam cook down, stir it as it goes. Probably about 15 minutes, alright guys? So enjoy yourself. The squash is in the oven. We kind of turned it off just so it's staying warm while we're doing this process. And boom, she says. It's been about 15 minutes and scampi, veggies are looking good. We're gonna take the squash out so Eric can teach y'all how to kind of get the spaghetti-ness of it out and put it in a nice separate bowl, okay?
Is basically take your fork and just pull it down so that the squash comes out. And it kind of looks like spaghetti when you're done.
So cool.
So you're just gonna do that. Is basically take your fork
Alright guys, so you got this big, delicious spaghetti squash. I'm actually gonna taste it. I've never had it before. Like plain. That's really, really good. I could actually eat that without anything on it, but we always want to put stuff on it, right? What I have is my veggie mix. So that was a tomato. See how much this spinach cooks down beautiful. I'm just gonna add all that to this. here's your scampi mix. So it's a little watery still. If you like your sauce to be watery, perfectly fine to add some of that. I'm gonna add just a little bit of the seasoning, and then I'm going to drain the rest. Okay, so we have just the meaty part of it. I'm gonna add that sucker in. Stir it all up. Alright guys, and there you go, your shrimp scampi. Alright guys, so your meal is done, it's prepared. Here's about 3/4 of the wine for your bottle with your friends, and it's all good. Because you ain't eating pasta tonight, you're eating vegetables, so it's all good. So, here's our final preview. And this is a real life final testing, because neither one of us have made this recipe before, so cheers. That's good.
Really good.
I like that. Whoa, let's get some spinach. Come, Maury.
Wow.
So, I think it's very, very light, very spicy, very like Mediterranean. Is that what you would describe it as?
Fresh.
Fresh, very fresh. So I will not feel bad about indulging in some good wine and then having this to eat, all right? This is really light, very good. On that note, we're gonna go chow down and chat it up. So cheers to a beautiful evening cooking with y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to our Wind Down Wednesday.
Yes. Yay.
With me and with Miss Erica. If y'all have any questions, please remember that you can write them down in the comments below. If you want more Wind Down Wednesday, subscribe up top, okay? So we're going to be doing this once a month now, I believe. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. See? Yeah.
Then.
We're starting. Y'all ask and we deliver, okay? So, all good. Real life, going with the flow here. Remember, enjoy your life, do what's fun, do what makes you happy. All right, making the right choices. All right, guys, subscribe to our social media. I'll put those in the comments below as well, so you can hook up with both of us if you have any questions or comments. And we will be with y'all next month in November. If you have a certain recipe you